Freud had a lot of good ideas, even if now they seem old-fashioned, like that orgasms calm a woman down. And at the time he was working, Freud was working in Austria or Germany. Germany wasn't really a country yet then, so it doesn't matter. At that time, people maybe had totally forgotten that it used to be the conventional wisdom. It used to be normal to say, a regular saying, that women always want sex and men just want to make them happy. Happy wife, happy life. In the Renaissance and even the Dark Ages, in those times, people would say you could tell a newlywed by his skinny calves because his wife was working him out so hard with sex all the time. In those times, people were coupling in all sorts of ways, and if you listen to the murder ballads like The Little Musgrave, then you know all the fuss about virginity, about women's purity, chastity belts, and so on, was about old, not old, but certainly middle-aged, say 35 or 40-year-old men wanting to make sure they weren't tricked, weren't cuckolded by their teenage brides. There was coverture, and women were property, and most people were peasants and didn't own anything. So when we think of bad marriage laws and sexism, what we are thinking about is 40-year-old men marrying their friends' teenage daughters. So of course they were trying to keep the teenage boys away, and of course the teenage girls were really in love with the teenage boys, and of course the boys wanted to kill the fathers and take the girls, who were not their mothers, but were somebody's mothers already, at 15, 16, while the boys had to wait 20 more years to get married, if at all, because what if you're not the eldest son? How are you going to make money before jobs were invented? Or if your family was too fancy for you to have a job and it would embarrass them? So we are really talking about the problems of a very few rich people, and most everyone else was free to do what people usually do, which is to pair off and sometimes stay in love forever, and sometimes fight a lot but still stay together, and sometimes split up and try again with someone else. But Freud came along and saw that the younger people want the old people out of the way. And not just for Marx's reasons, although that makes it easier to understand. Cultures that respect their elders, they usually have a different structure for getting and sharing money. But Freud saw that boys want to kill the dads and marry the moms, and girls want to marry the dads, but if the boys make themselves into the dads by killing them, that tidies that one right up. Freud understood the teenage brain. He knew that we all want to pee on the fire to put it out.